It's still the 9th of July 2022. Hope everybody out there still having a good day. Start off by saying if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Talk to you a little bit today about something some of y'all may not be paying attention to, the monkeypox virus. The WHO is going to have a meeting July 18th or sooner if need be on it to discuss what they should do about it. Now, a lot of places are saying, hey, you need to go ahead and call this a pandemic already, because they waited so long on the last pandemic we just had. There's something fishy with this monkeypox too, how it's spreading. It's never spread like it's spreading before. There's something up with it, you know. Am I sitting here worried about it? No, I'm not. You know, no different than the last pandemic. You know, if you catch it, you catch it type of situation. But what they're doing here, I'm thinking they're fixing to make a play on something so they can start putting in more restrictions again. You know, it's coming up on the fall, and we all know what's going to come around again, probably in the media, what's going to be spreading around here then. And then you add this monkeypox in on it. This monkeypox has me a little bit more like, what's really going on here? You know, how is this spreading the way it's spreading? You know, if you read up on it, you'll see what the disease is and who it mainly spreads through. But this stuff is starting to jump. It's jumping over to other people. So there's something not right with it. It's probably something else that they made and released onto people. You know, I said way back at the start of the pandemic, it was very strange that the doctor that they brought in, Trump and them brought in, her specialty was HIV. That was her specialty. And that struck me as strange, like, why you got that doctor in there? And now look what's went on for the last 2 years, and now this new virus that's going around, you know, it's technically a sexually transmitted disease. But somehow it's making the jump. Of course, there's probably a reason for that. I'm not going to get into it because we're not going to go, you know, full-blown X-rated in a YouTube video, you know, talking about probably how it's jumping. But there's something just not right with it. I'm thinking they're fixing to start putting restrictions in on people. You know, probably again you're going to see mask requirements come back. I mean, they're talking about that. You know, if it's, what's strange to me about this monkeypox is, you know, if it only spreads through contact, why do you need to wear a mask to prevent it type situation? But of course, like I said, been saying, here in America we got election season coming up, and what's the favorite way for elections here lately? Mail-in voting. Well, if you've got another, you know, pandemic or something like that going on, guess what's going to happen? More mail-in voting, just like our last time. We all know what happened there. We're not going to get into that. We're just going to say somehow votes started appearing after midnight. You know, what's your thoughts on this? Do you think it's just something made up? I know a lot of people to this day still think that the last pandemic was just made up. I myself, I've had it twice, and I've told y'all it feels like the flu on top of a hangover, just, and like somebody's just beat you. But that was my experience with it. The first time wasn't that bad. I had stomach issues, and that was about it. The second time, it got in my lungs, and it got pretty bad, not gonna lie. It got to a point where I was like, oh, this is kind of rough, you know. But survived it. I'm not vaccinated, don't plan on being vaccinated, because I'm still not understanding how a natural immunity to something is not just as good or better as, you know, a man-made immunity to it, which we also saw that, you know, that's starting to have problems. They're still getting infections in the vaccinated. You know, they're calling them breakthrough, but somehow these breakthroughs are a lot more than what they're saying. But this monkeypox, I am paying attention to it because I want to know, if you remember back, our government ordered up a large amount of smallpox vaccine or monkeypox vaccine, whichever one it was. I don't remember exactly which one, but they ordered it just in case. And now you've got the WHO going to have this special meeting in July 18th to discuss it, or sooner if need be. You know, we're not hearing much about it. A lot of the channels on here won't talk about it because they all think it's fake or something like that. I don't personally know if it's fake or not. You know, but something's not right with it, the way it's jumping. It's making me think it's man-made. I mean, it's, you know, things are just going too, I don't know the right word to put it, like how this last pandemic, how the thing keeps mutating and mutating and mutating, you would eventually think it would get to the point where the vaccine or natural immunity, either one's not going to help you. You know, it's going to mutate into a huge virus. Well, since that didn't take off the way they wanted it to, now all of a sudden we got monkeypox. You know, something's not right with it. Keep your ears open to it. If you don't think it's real, you know, that's fine. You know, if you're one of these that don't think the last pandemic was real, it was just a way to kind of muzzle us and keep us at home, that's fine. But I had the last one. I've known people that's had it, and we've had people in my community that died with it or from it. And what I'm going to say with that point, you know, a lot of people say they're not dying from it, they're dying with it. You know, I don't know. But my way I look at it is, with me being diabetic, if I had a heart attack and died, they would say that I died from complications of diabetes, and nobody raises a word about it. You know, they're like, well, yeah, he was diabetic. Diabetic caused his heart attack. You know, I look at it the same way with this last pandemic. You know, it may not have been exactly what got you, but it flared up something else in you that did get you. So this other one is monkeypox. It's a different animal. You know, you're talking about sores on your bodies and things like that. Think back. I've had chicken pox. I'm sure some of y'all have had it. It looks kind of like that, but nastier, honestly. So let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think that they're fixing to put in some more restrictions when they meet up on the 18th? Now, I'm talking about the WHO, the World Health Organization. You know, this government we have now is going to follow the science. That's what they want to do. You know, that's how they say they're going to deal with this type of pandemics and stuff like that. So what's your thoughts on it? You think we're fixing to see more restrictions, more lockdowns on us? I don't personally think they'll lock us back down. I don't, but I think they're going to initiate more restrictions, possibly go back to mask mandates and things like that. Let me know your thoughts on this. If you're still watching, please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the month. Like or dislike the video, and please make a comment on this one. Everybody stay safe out there. You're not safe anywhere in America or the world anymore, as current events are showing you. Keep your head on a swivel and always be aware of your surroundings, and protect yourself and your family at all times. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you.